Okay, I'm just waiting a few minutes for this beginning part to kick in. Takes a minute. So if you're watching, if you're on the replay, welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I might be talking kind of quietly. Sorry. I'm in that mindset of quiet. It's quiet, and I'm not really thinking about it too much. So we're just kind of waiting. But today I'm more prepared. Yes. I'm doing clue number 2 on the hi Rebecca, and let me know if the picture's good, if the sound is good, all the things, right? Clue number 2, cotton cuts. Oh wait, I need to, there we go, so I can see. So I already got it laid out so that we can go. We've got right there. Hi Sheila. Oh, hi Sherry. I hope you know what 5 by 5 means. What do you mean by 5 by 5? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Let me know. What are you talking about? Okay, so I got to get my 2 little swatch cards set up so I know what I'm doing. So I can refer to what means what. Oh, let's see. For some reason how's the sound, you guys? I'm so organized. I try to be, because I'll tell you what, it is tricky. It's tricky trying to do to sew and be entertaining at the same time. Well, oops, we don't want to hear that. Be entertaining in a entertainer kind of way, because when I'm at like classes and stuff like that, I feel like I'm entertaining in my own way. Actually, when I go to classes, I have a hard time there too, because I tend to be more interested in talking and less interested in the sewing. I'm interested in everyone else's sewing because I want to see what they're doing, what fabric they're using, all, colors, whatever. Yes, I'm entertaining. But aren't we all? We're all entertaining. That's what we're here for. Okay, so yeah, I got my 2 colors already laid out. There we go. And we're just going to dive right into it. I should put them all on one board. I thought about that because that might be a little easier, but we'll see. So, how are you guys doing today? What's going on? It's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. What's going on with you? Are you doing something special today? Are you cooking things up? Are you not cooking? Are you sitting on the sofa? Are you going to the gym? Are you just enjoying a relaxing day off? What are you doing today? Anything special? Labor Day for us was always just a paid holiday type thing for my husband, and then school, right? The start of school was kind of, well, not really. We did school year round, but programs we were a part of tended to go around Labor Day or follow around the kids. The school schedules, the public school schedules. So I got to put together A and C. So here's A and C and 4 of them. I got to make sure I pay attention because Sometimes I just take all the fabric and put it all together at once. Prepare to be entertained. Sheila has found the emojis on the computer. Ah, that's so funny. That is so funny. I was emailing Gina the other day, and I was like, man, I can never find. When I email from my phone, obviously the emojis are right there, but when I email from my computer, I don't know where they are. But I did recently find them, and got all the emojis on there. Okay, A and C. Just getting my first set. Prepare to be entertained, yes. Are you not entertained? Sitting in the sun, Sherry. Where are you sitting in the sun? Are you on your porch? Or are you at the beach? Or are you at a park? I want to be sitting in the sun. Well, maybe not really here in Texas, because right now the sun is hot when it's out. But it's overcast, which is nice. Not like insanely overcast, just slightly overcast. So that makes it nice sitting outside. I don't mind sitting out in the clouds. I just finished eating lunch and now getting ready to do some knitting on a Santa hat. Fun. My daughter crocheted a Santa hat for, well, I say Santa hat. It's not really a Santa hat. It's just it's sort of. It's got the colors, and it's just a regular like beanie hat, right? And but it does have, she made a pom-pom to go on top. It's really cute. So he wears it, around Christmas time. He doesn't really wear it that often. If he can't find his other hats, he'll wear it. Just around the house, though. He doesn't wear it out. I told him, you should wear it out. That's not his thing. He's not into looking cute like that outside of the house. Where can I put this? Sheila's doing laundry. Fun times. Necessary, right? And Sherry is on her top balcony. Oh, how nice. Do you have a drink with you? Okay. So don't forget to change your chat from top to all or live, depending on what it is that yours looks like. Hey, 1 second, guys. I'm live. It's okay, whatever, but I'm just letting you know. And if you can keep the door closed so I don't get the reverberation and all that. Thank you. Thank you, hon. I didn't get a chance to tell my husband I was going live today, so. Just water. Well, water's good. I always have water next to me. Even if it's boring. A little boring, but it's okay. Okay. So, you know what? I just realized. Not that I just realized, but let's go here. Okay, so this is my sewing camera, right? But I guess I kind of just realized, gosh, I need to put this somewhere, that I don't like to touch my cameras and stuff when I'm doing things, but if I can move my camera this way, you guys can see what I'm doing, right? That way it's not just, so let me know if you want this part large, you want it like it is, or you want me to switch with my face is large and this small. So just let me know. But I don't even remember what I was saying before. Oh, Sheila's picking out fabric for the swap. Yes, good idea. For those that are here, and for even if you're watching on the replay, are you participating in the Crystal Heart swap? Crystal Heart Create and Share Facebook group. Are you participating in that swap? If you are, what's today's date? The 2nd. We have to pick that out soon, right? We have to pick that out soon. We have to get working on it because we supposed to have it mailed by the 10th. I don't have mine. I'm still kind of flipping back and forth to like what am I doing? To what I want to do, because I've got some cute like pencil pouch patterns, but I also want to do a notebook cover, because I've got some cute notebook cover patterns too. I ran out of pink Starburst. I'm not gonna pin these, I think. I'm trying to make this go quicker, guys, because my goal really is to do one clue in the hour. Or an hour and a half, right? I think is what I've been doing the last couple, or the only two, right? But I just want to keep those together that way so I don't do them wrong. But I'm trying to make this go quicker. And I know pinning makes things take longer. But anyway, I was saying I ran out of Starburst, pink Starburst as my little treat here. But sorry if you hear noise in the background. My son is getting ready for work. Oh, hi, Leanne. Hello, Rebecca, and everyone on this chat. I'm getting ready to go out and grab my phone, and here you are live. Yes, here I am. I'm working on my Tree of Life. Yes, I'm behind. This is clue 2. I believe we're up to clue maybe 5 or 6. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. What month are we in? Okay, we're on clue 7, and clue 8 is getting ready to come out in a few days. So, just a tad behind. By ran out, do you mean ate them all? I plead the fifth. Just gonna say I ran out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. They were so good. Leanne will be lurking. That's fine, Leanna. You have an appointment to go to. You got to do your thing. Did you guys hear the dog? That's her. She likes to talk to us like that. She goes woo 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 woo. This one I got off. She likes to talk to us like that. Usually it's in the capacity of what we kind of call yelling at us. Like if we're gone, I'm moving so slow. Like if we're gone and let me see, A and C, and maybe longer than she would like us to be gone, and we come back, she'll woo, 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 woo. Where you been? Why didn't you take me with you? Why didn't you let me go? All the things. I've lost track of how many Cotton Cuts mysteries you are doing. I'm doing all of them. I think currently they're doing the active ones, right? The ones that are happening right now are Tree of Life and Wild West. Wild West, they just came out with clue 2. Clue 3 will come out at the end of the month, which, by the way, if you're interested in doing this, because as you can see, they're pre-cut, right? Wild West, you can still sign up for Wild West until I think it's the 3rd clue comes out. They have several colorways left. Several others have sold out. But You can still sign up for the current one, which is Wild. It's called Wild West, but I don't know how much of an impact that has on the actual. It's not like the colors or Western colors. I think maybe it might affect what the final quilt looked like, because I know Carnival looked kind of like a Ferris wheel, but the one before that, which was, what was the one before Carnival? I can't remember. I don't remember it being anything that looked like anything, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can do more than one, which I may be like pushing it, but I'm going to. So this is my first set. I'm going to put a number next to it. This is my first set. See my little, check out my little, my homemade alphabetties. I'm a paper crafter, so I got a little fancy with it. I stamped some letters out and numbers. I die cut them and laminate them. And I put a little felt on the back, which I got that tip from Power Tools with Thread. And it helps keep it on the fabric or whatever it is, your board, so they don't slip off. So that's nice. I'm just looking for number 1 so I can. Aha, first set. And we'll do a 2 for second set. When I first made them, I'd only made up to like letter E or something, and then since then I realized I need more because it's not enough. So if you're here, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, much appreciated. Okay, so I like to chain piece, which is why I'm gonna pick out the next set of stuff so that I can just one after another. Okay, so let's see. I also, guys, I pulled up some conversation starters, and I kind of like that idea. Like my husband and I, we have like these conversation cards that we used to do with the kids. They come in like this little pack, and it's like a real thick stack of them, and we would go through them. It would be nice if they were in different colors. What, my little thingies? These? Where's the camera? Is that what you're talking about? And I like conversation starters because they're very interesting. They do get the conversation going, right? Let's see. So where's now, obviously, I know a lot of you are sewers, quilters, but we all have several hobbies, right? We tend to, I think creative people tend to have several hobbies. And yeah, I know you're playing. It would be nice if they were in different colors. If I really thought about it, that would have been cute. But I first made them when, like early on when I first started quilting, and I wasn't really thinking about that too much. But yeah, they would be cute in different colors, wouldn't they? I love cute. Okay. Do you have a favorite hobby or craft that you dedicate most of your time to? And what drew you to this particular activity? So I think sewing has always been my favorite, even though there were several years of my life that I didn't do any sewing. But whenever I thought about it and I thought about fabric, it always like sparked a little joy in me. And 8 of these, I need 8. Even if I, just thinking about it always sparked a little joy in me. And I don't know why. It could be, my mother sewed, still sews, and all of her sisters sew. I have, well, not all of her sisters, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's the rest of these. 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. But let's see, 4 of her sisters sew, and my grandmother sewed, and so it was just always very prominent. We have a very creative family, very artistic family, a lot of artists of all kinds. And then D, I need 8 of G. Okay. And so it's just always been in my life. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's always been in my life. And mostly in clothing. That's what my do you assign a letter for a color? On here, yes. So let me show you here. So with the fabric, so with the cotton cuts, they give you the swatch card. This is this booklet which has all like the information and stuff for dates and all kinds of things, right? They also assign each of the colors a letter, and the pattern that they give you is it's by letter, so it's black and white. The pattern's black and white, and they do it that way so they can use the same for all. It doesn't matter what colorway you do. And so I do, these are all assigned according to what they gave us, because on the pattern it'll say sew A to D, and that's just to help keep me organized. I keep them together. So A, and this one was D. Okay. So where was I? Okay, sewing. Yeah, clothing. Clothing is what they sew. They've, and I think as a necessity. Excuse me. Several of my aunts do other things. Crochet. Only one of my aunts quilts. And she does art quilting, and her stuff is like gorgeous. But yeah, clothing is really, I grew up with clothing, garment sewing, and I did it. What am I doing? A and how do these go? A and D. And this one is A. Okay, A and D. And I did it in school, when we had home ec classes. I did that, and I just loved it. And I did various things at home ec, clothing, and I don't know, what are they do so many projects in home ec, right? I used to make, one of my favorite things, I used to make clothing for my sister when she was little. And gosh, it's so fun to make baby clothes. The projects are quick and easy. And it's like dressing a doll. It's really like dressing a doll. I loved it. But my sister had, when she was a baby, she had big, fat, chunky thighs. So I had to make sure everything would fit around her thighs. Usually they had elastic or something. I used to squeeze them all the time. Squeeze her big old fat thighs. Let's see. I haven't started mine yet. The cotton cuts. You have the cotton cuts, right? I have to launch one today, but I'm swamped. You organize like I do. Minus the beautiful cards. I do like to be organized because it's so easy to get distracted. I will get distracted. I have to go. I'm dropping off passive for a quilt to a lady who's turning 97 years old. Wow. She has to leave her home behind and move in with her daughter until they find a replacement for her. Bye, Leanna. Good luck. Have fun. Love it that you're doing that. Yeah, it's kind of sad when you have to leave your home. Yeah, but I'm so glad that you're doing that for her. I made Barbie clothes for my sister. You know, I did doll clothes for my daughter when she had her American Girl dolls. And I found that to be, I mean, I did. I made several things. And, you know, you use barely any fabric. So if you mess up, you know, you could start over very easily. But it's just, it was so small. I can't even imagine making Barbie clothes. I used to help her out. She wanted to buy a quilt to take it with her wherever she goes, but said they were probably too expensive. So, you know what does that say? The softie I am. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice of you, Leanna, to do that for her. Okay, so, and then I also do paper crafting. Haven't done it much this year because, and even at the end of last year, because just my energy levels, I barely had even any time, room in my energy scale to do sewing, and you know, I'm way behind on things because of my energy, but I like to make cards because I love to send cards. I usually send cards out to all my cousins, especially the little kids primarily, and I haven't been able to do it at all this year. I'm a little bummed, but you know, we do what we can do. Bye, Leanna. They were very boxy. I bet those were easier. You know, it's funny because you said Barbie clothes, and all I keep thinking of are the pants, the Barbie pants. I don't know why, but and probably because the pants were the worst things to make when I did my daughter's dolls, and I don't know. Just sometimes I would have to. I think I would just, things would not come out the way I wanted them. Okay, so back to you guys. What is your favorite hobby or craft to do? And what did I say? What drew you to this particular activity? I don't even know what drew me to paper crafting. Something about the paper. There's something about the paper. I think it might be the precision of it, the cutting, but it's creative at the same time. It's great for somebody that is creative, but more of maybe like a left-brained creative, you know, somebody who, because, you know, they say creative people are right-brained, but I don't know that that's 100% true. I think you can be primarily a left-brain, but you pull from that right brain. So I think if you're more of a precision type person, which I think quilting is great for that, or sewing, I think sewing is great for precision. If you are one of those that don't like to be precise. But it also lends itself to someone who's not, you know, because you can do go so many ways with it. But I think with the paper crafting, for me, I think that's what drew me to it, because the closest thing to a paper crafting in my family is drawing and painting artists. I have several of those in my family, and which I do love to paint. I love painting. But no one that I know of does any paper crafting type things. Not even like scrapbooking. I don't think anybody does. So I don't know where it really came from or how it came across. Oh, I do know. I don't know if I can narrow it down to one. If you had to, Sheila, if you absolutely had to, you can have a close second. I know where I started paper crafting from. My kids were in 4-H, and one of the ladies that we knew there, who was creative, she was very good at what she did, she started a scrapbooking group, which is paper crafting, right? And my daughter wanted to do it. Okay, great. And for a period of time, my son did it, I think. Not a whole lot, but he liked the precision part of it. And so she did it, and it just, the stuff that, she opened our eyes up to those kind of things, and it just was like, whoa, that's cool. That's pretty. I like that. Oh, all this, right? That's what happens. Fellow enablers, we show each other things, and then I want to do that. So I keep pulling from this one. So that's where I started with the paper crafting stuff. Growing things is probably what gives me the most satisfaction. Oh, that's cool. What are you planting anything right now? I don't know what your seasons are like. I would imagine, though I don't know, that Virginia doesn't really have much of a growing cycle in the winter, but I don't know. Tell me how it is. I made notebooks as a kid. I did a lot of doodling.
Is Nathan still here?
I think he is. I don't remember seeing him go. Or, I saw him walk downstairs, but he didn't say bye, so I don't know. Eureka, I just got an idea for fabric. Oh, for your notebook or your swap or whatever it is you're doing, right? You're picking out fabric for your swap, right? Yeah, I know you do a bit of everything. I think that's the thing with us, right? I did, and I still know how to do these things, but I realized I don't have the energy and the time and the everything for all of the things, so I had to narrow it down. Oh yeah, he's still here. Anyway, crochet, I did knitting on a loom, which is really fun. Okay, I got those together. I don't need, which ones are these? These are my AC, so I just want to do that so I don't mix them up. These are my AC. These are my AD. Okay. So we're gonna start sewing. Cross stitching a little bit. Hand embroidery. That's another one of my favorites. I really like hand embroidery, but I have to limit not only the projects but the amount of hand stuff I do because my hands. So if you are watching the replay, Let me know in the comment section down below. What is your... Oh, I guess I can turn this back this way. Da-da-da. What did I say? Why do I keep forgetting? What is your... Oops. Do you have a favorite hobby or craft that you dedicate most of your time to? What drew you to this particular activity? And I'm gonna start. Hopefully it doesn't shift much. I love to pin. I'm a pinner. I'm a pinner. Do I want to move my needle over? No, I guess that's fine. So how about the rest of you guys? What's your... Do you have a favorite? Or maybe just the top two? Maybe sewing's your favorite, that's why you're here. So I turned up the speed a little bit on my sewing machine. Let me know if that was too loud, because I like to go a little bit faster. Does anybody like to watch Saturday Night Live? I love it. I don't love it so much that I want to marry it, but I do like watching it. I'm like anxiously awaiting for the season to start, which is I think at the end of September. So they are slightly off, I think, for some reason. Probably from the pinning. It's fine. I'll be okay. Sometimes what? Saturday Night Live? I like to watch it. I don't usually watch it live, but I do watch it. Let's see. Oh. Bye, honey. My son is headed off to work. Sorry if that was loud, but I had to say bye. Off how? Sheila, you're gonna laugh, but it's like ever so slightly. Well, you know, sometimes I notice though these shapes aren't exactly perfectly the same, but it's like ever so slightly off. See that? But I'll be fine. So Sheila, what got you into gardening? Since I think you were the only one that answered. I think. Okay, these are my next set. My A and D set. Let's put that there so that I remember. Make 8 of them. Okay. Yes. The machine sound is making you sleepy? No. Aren't you supposed to be picking fabric and stuff? Did you get your fabric picked out? Do you have your pattern? Do you have things cut?
Hey, did I do that yesterday working on the car? Do you remember seeing that?
I don't remember. Why? You think you might have...
Might have done it at work last night, but I can't remember.
Is it a scratch or...
It's kind of like a deep...
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing it yesterday.
Alright.
You've grown stuff since you were a kid. Did your parents, grandparents, somebody in your life do that? I did not grow up with gardening, but I did it as an adult when we had our little farm. Oh, you spent your own money on seeds. What kind of stuff did you grow? No, that's not what I want to do. Da 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 da. All right. So who else is doing the swap? Oh, hi, Crystal. Ah, that's funny. Who else is doing the swap? Yeah, I'm trying to get this stuff done. My goal is to... What time did I start? I'm a little bit behind. Hey, Celine. Are you working? Is this going to be your get through the rest of the afternoon live? We're not as lit as it is on Friday nights with Crystal, but... Oh, Labor Day. People are off on Labor Day? I shouldn't say that. My husband had the option to be off for Labor Day, but he chose not to. Because we don't do anything. It's nothing special. He'd rather work and take a day later at his own time, his own discretion, whenever he feels like it. Hi, Cam. So Crystal is driving and Cam is being a great, wonderful daughter. and typing for Crystal. Is that why all the eyes? Was that you, Cam? Did you put all those eyes up there? Oh. That's funny. Did you guys start school today? Is that or your whatever learning lab, or I don't know. I don't remember what you guys do. So Celine, if you're not working today, what are you up to? Are you chilling outside? Are you doing anything special for Labor Day? We have Sherry was sitting on her top balcony in the sun, enjoying the weather. Sheila's picking swap fabric. What else? What else? What am I missing? Oh, Leanna's going to an appointment. She was in here for a minute. If you're just tuning in or watching on the replay, go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Do all the things. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you just left. Okay. How was it? How was your first day? Was it fun? Was it good? Did you like it? I'm writing. I don't celebrate anything. I just don't labor. That's funny. So I asked the question. It was fun and chill. I asked the question earlier. Do you have a favorite hobby or craft that you dedicate most of your time to? What drew you to this particular activity? Mine is sewing. I really, even I do paper crafting as well, but I really like sewing. It's always had a special place in my heart. Even if I wasn't doing it, I was mentioning earlier, even just thinking about sewing and fabric always kind of like, ooh, makes me feel good, gives me the chills. Fun and chill is good. Crystal, is this the one that you teach? You teach at? Is that what this one was? Where you do, I think it's sewing and cooking, right? That's it for those two sets. Get them out and yeah, I feel you, Sheila. I do like any needle and thread activity. Okay, so we can come this way. See, we're real fancy here. My favorite scissors. They don't hurt my hands and they're nice and sharp. I use them primarily for threads, but sometimes if I have a particularly small something on an applique or something, I'll use them, but for the most part, threads. Let's see. Celine's is writing. I was a very shy kid who was raised by my grandparents and was like an only child, so I used to create worlds and imaginary people. I used to write about it or read books to escape. Oh, how cute. I definitely loved reading when I was little. I still love reading, but that was, when I was young, that was probably my main hobby, was reading. Not writing, though. I do not like writing. I'm good at it because I'm creative, but also I'm good at editing, but I do not like doing it. Oh, okay, these are... Got myself confused for a minute there, guys. I was like, wait, what is this? Why do I have... Okay, so these are my A and Ds. So this is my next set. Okay. So eventually I decided to get serious about writing. That's so good. Good for you. My mom writes. She likes to write. She likes writing, as far as I know, children's stuff, but I don't know if she writes anything else. Like, on her own personal whatever. Love reading. That's cool. Yeah. Reading is a great escape. It's a great escape. In my opinion, I think it's perfect. Okay, so AC, we're going to do AC first. Not going to get myself confused. I'm going to combine these.
Are you still on mine?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he left his doors all open.
I told him I needed the doors closed. Let's put that there. I think I used up all the C's. And that's D. 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 Alright, so we're combining those. Yeah, those are on the chair over there. I don't know. Did you have a pocket or something that needs to be fixed or something? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Celine, are you doing the swap? It's book themed. So what did I say this was? Oh, this was the AC or the first set. Okay. Take the pins out so I can go ahead and then the second set are the AD. Oh, she forgot to join. Oh. Don't you get notifications? How are you going to forget? You have the one right there. Crystal, how did you let her forget? Maybe somebody can do one with you on the side, Celine. Oh. All right. Got them separated. Here, this, I guess. So this is my first, there we go. First, let me. So I used the one, so these are the AC that was supposed to join AC together. Gosh, this is so hard to do. And then since I like to chain piece, I skipped ahead to another step. This is my second set of triangles, half square triangles I had to do. And those were the ones where I had to join A, D. So I got those all together and I'm going to start ironing. I think I can do, you won't see a whole lot still, but we got to look at which way, because the cotton cuts directions are nice. They tell you which way to press. I'm at Walmart. Y'all coming? Yeah, we'll come. Take us with you. I've been caught up with publishing deadlines and work. Oh, yeah. Which way? Press toward the A, and A is the orange. Okay. Be right there. Watch out, there's probably a bunch of creepo deepos at Walmart. Y'all come in, let me get my earbuds. Yeah, we're coming in. Get your earbuds on, girl. Tell Kim she did a great job. Thank you, Kim. It's probably busy at Walmart right now. So, speaking of reading, what's something you guys have read lately that maybe you'd like to share? Because I'm always on the lookout, especially a series. I'm always on the lookout for something that I could, hi Aisha. Sheila, that's messed up. Crystal, she said that there's creepo deepos at Walmart now that you're there. What books? Gosh, I just don't have space, y'all. What books? I'm always on the lookout for books to listen to while I'm sewing, especially, I can't put this here, especially, like a series, because if it's something I really like, or even if I don't really like it, if it's just a regular like, I like to have things that I know I'm gonna somewhat enjoy. And if there's a whole storyline, a whole world, I'll just keep listening to it. I don't do a whole lot of like actual reading anymore, book in hand and whatever, just because they take up space. Though that's my preferred method. But I do have to say, audiobooks are easy. It just makes it so easy to get a book, read. And while you're doing things, I like to listen while I'm doing chores, while I'm sewing. It just makes things, like especially chores around the house and stuff, it just makes it go by easier. And even when grocery shopping and I'm by myself, just pop in my earbuds. Don't have to listen to anybody. I just got a Kindle. What genre of books do I like? So I would say primarily fantasy type. Like the Harry Potter and that kind of stuff, right? On a PG level. But I also do, like PG-13, rated R level fantasy. But for me, fantasy stuff. Oh, and I do like some biographies. Like if depending on who it is, I do like biographies too. I loved Michelle Obama's first biography. I have her second one in my upcoming, but yeah, I do like biographies sometimes, especially if it's somebody that I admire or they're doing something interesting and I'd like to know more about that. Celine probably has good, like, young adult type books. I used to do a lot of young adult type books or even not just young adult, but because a lot of times I would, in order to find things for my kids to read, or to, if it wasn't like those classics that were on like a book list, a school reading book list, if I was trying to find other things for them to read, I would read them first. And I came across a lot of books like that I liked, that I really enjoyed. But now that they're done, they're graduated, I don't do that. I don't read a lot of the young books. I don't read any young books anymore, unless I'm looking for an easy, light, of course, listen to, right? I don't, unless it's something I don't really have to think about, something easy and quick, and maybe something that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and it's a kid's book or a young adult book, I will. But Lore of the Wilds, that sounds familiar, like I've come across this. I rather use the audiobooks I like anything scary, but haven't picked up a book for a long time. You know what? When I was younger, before I had my kids, before I was pregnant with my daughter, who's my oldest, that's primarily what I read. Horror, scary books, right? And Stephen King was my favorite. When I became pregnant with my daughter, I couldn't do it anymore. It was so weird. I started having nightmares. And same thing with scary movies. I love scary movies. I started having nightmares and I couldn't do it anymore. It was just so weird. It was like a light switch. Just all of a sudden couldn't do it. I can do some scary movies now that the kids are older and whatever, but not like I did when I was younger. And I never been able to do scary with dolls. Dolls are, no, that's a deal breaker for me. Always. So when Chucky came out when I was younger. No, thank you. Talking Tina on the on Twilight Zone. No, sir. You can keep your talking dolls. I don't do talking dolls, puppets, any of that. If the doll is maybe moving, I ain't watching. Yeah, audiobooks. Lore of the Wilds. I have to look that up. I feel like I've seen that. Working on audiobooks, but it's so expensive. I bet it is expensive to produce. Scary movies. What kind of scary movies do you like, Aisha? My daughter's all into that stuff. Hello, everyone. Hi, Kelly. I was making flying blocks earlier, but I'm taking a break. Break time. We love a break, don't we? Celine, I don't do horror at all. I'm a chicken. Nothing wrong with that. Kelly, I hate dolls. They're so creepy. I don't do scary movies anymore. My imagination is too vivid already. What'd you say? Oh, flying geese? Oh, yeah. You know what? You said flying blocks and I read flying blocks, but in my mind, it was flying geese. Oh, Sheila, they are watching you. That's messed up. My mother-in-law, who was in her 90s, She collects dolls, and she used to have what we called the doll room. And it was a room where she had all her dolls set up. It was they live in a really old house, and it was just this really small little weird type of room. And she set her dolls up there. We used to, whenever we were there, we would go in the house. If we were upstairs, we'd close the door. No thanks. No, thank you. And like the old-fashioned dolls with like the porcelain faces. Ugh, creepy. Are you off?
Yeah, I'm taking off.
Bye, hon. Love you. Drive safe.
Yep.
And she had some. She's got a couple. She really liked Shirley Temple. She had a couple of Shirley Temple dolls, and these are big dolls, big, creepy dolls. My first horror movie was Halloween. I was probably 13. When I got home, my parents made me babysit my sister and some other kids. Were you scared while you were babysitting? My first horror movie wasn't a horror movie, though. No, wait. Hold up. Maybe it was. Yes, my first horror movie, although now when I watch it, it's so silly. It's such a goofy little movie. Was Gremlins. I watched it when I think I was 6 or 7. The after-school program that I went to after school. For some reason, they thought I was old enough to watch it. Because there was some, younger kids couldn't watch it, but I don't know how I was old enough to watch it. But I was scared of Gremlins for years. Years. Let me tell you, years. Gremlins were in all of the corners of my room. All of the corners. That took me a long time to get over. I had to sleep with a light on, and I'd be praying, God, please keep these gremlins away from me. If my mom gets on, I let her know I was live. She could tell you. Those are the types of dolls that have an attachment in all the paranormal shoes. Yep. Like Annabelle. Those are the kind of dolls she had. Crazy. Or she still has them, but at some point she I don't know why she put them away. I can't remember. I think she converted it to something else. Heck yeah, I got a knife and checked all the closets and under their beds. Made the kids stay in one room. I don't blame you, Sheila. That is funny. I don't blame you. I'd be doing the same thing. Oh, paranormal shows. Yes, paranormal shows. I was wondering if that's what you meant. The scariest was The Exorcist. Is that what you mean, Aisha? I don't know if there's a different movie called The Exorcism, but I'm guessing The Exorcist. That was a big one for a lot of people. I remember that. I had heard a rumor that when they made that movie, they put subliminal messages. Now, in the early 80s, that was a thing, right? Everything had subliminal messages. Probably late 70s, early 80s. But that they had put subliminal messages into the film. Like in between, what is that called when you have just like one shot, right? In a film, when you have actual film, they put scary images, so you didn't really know, you couldn't really tell it was there, but it was there or something. And that's one of the reasons why it was so scary, I guess. I don't know. I heard this a long time ago. I feel like it was like on a documentary about the movie or something, but I don't know if it's true. I can't remember. Paranormal shoes, they control where you walk. My first horror movie was Poltergeist. I was 15. I remember that one. I had some cousins afraid of that one. Religious scary movies, yeah. Frames, yeah. Religious scary movies. I think my daughter didn't like religious scary movies. I think she could watch them now, but religious scary movies, whoo, those are scary. Like the whole Annabelle series and the Annabelle is part of that world, right? What is it? What is that world? The Conjuring. It's got the religious attachments and all that stuff, and the nun and all that. All right, so I have all of these done. My first set. And then, it's too many to name all the scary movies I love. I'm trying to think what scary movies I loved. One of the first scary movies I saw when I was coming out of my whole scary movie thing, because I went on I was a scary movie desert for years because of once I got pregnant with my daughter. You guys can't really see this. I guess I can switch to this. Once I got pregnant with my daughter, I didn't know if you guys, let me know if this is better. One of the movies was the It movie. The new It movie, it was in 2 parts. The one with Pennywise and all Georgie, right? Because the first It movie came out when I was young, and I read the book, and the book is, let me tell you, the first It movie with Tim Curry, that movie's kind of silly, but hold up, I gotta check. I'm doing my second set of stuff, the AD ones. Okay, I gotta press towards D. Yeah, that's that side. That second one was one of the first scary movies because my daughter was into the scary, and I was like, well, maybe we can, I don't know. But the second, the more recent It movies that came out was the ones that I saw. One of the first scary movies I watched, and it was there are a few parts that was like ugh. Being from Louisiana, I just don't mess with any of that stuff. The Shadow Man. Y'all been messing with the Shadow Man. For its time, 1984, Poltergeist was very well done with good effects, yeah. I saw it in a theater with friends and we screamed our heads off. I was too young to see it in the theater, but I did see it at home. I loved it. But yeah, it was pretty good. Those movies were pretty good. D. Okay, let me turn these around because I keep forgetting. I gotta press towards D. This side. Okay. I don't mind scary creatures. What are scary creatures? Like, I guess scary creatures. Like, when I was younger, and I haven't seen this movie as an adult, so I really don't remember a whole lot of it. There's just parts I remember. But the Swamp Thing, when I was younger, I loved that movie. But again, I haven't seen it as an adult. I haven't seen it as a teenager or even middle schooler. I think I was in elementary school when I used to watch it all the time, and I loved it. I do not even remember. But I think Swamp Thing, I think he was a good guy, I think. I can't remember now. Oh, vampires and such. Yes, I just dated myself pretty badly. That's okay, Kelly. It's okay. We're not even thinking about that. Vampires, yeah, they're kind of silly, I think. But some people scare some people, but I think they're kind of silly. What's that one vampire movie, the really old one? Is it called Dracula? That really old one I think that was a scary one for a lot of people. The black and white one with what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Like the original vampire movie. Stories with lore. Oh, like what? Yeah. This one, I just keep thinking about Louisiana and voodoo and stuff like that. And there's a lot of that in one of these books that I read. I haven't in a while, but it's like a fantasy romance type. Mercy Thompson. I love that series. Dracula 1979 was so good. So was the one with Winona Ryder. Oh, Bram Stoker's, right? That was a good one. Oh, yeah, Bela Lugosi. I have not actually seen but parts of that 1979 Dracula movie. It was just too much before my time. Like, not really, but it just, you know. Just didn't interest me. Maybe if I were a teenager at the time, it would have. Nosferatu. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was the name of the movie, right? In one of the books in that Mercy Thompson series, I think it's in there. She, not her, but apparently they have vampires in this movie. It's like vampires and werewolves and fae and all the things. That the guy who played in the Nosferatu, he was actually a real vampire. And because he was so like the vampires aren't supposed to expose themselves and this and that, you know. But because he was so powerful, nobody went against him because he was doing the movies. Nobody told him he couldn't. At the time, I would have been 10. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't even, it just did not interest me years later. I think I just never really been a huge fan of the vampire stuff. It just never interested me. And I think a lot of it was, I don't even know. I did watch Interview with a Vampire when I was in high school, which I loved. And I had not even, and the Anne Rice books did not come on my radar until the friend who I went to go see the movie with. She was all into them. And, but I never read it. I don't know. I just was not, I don't know. I don't know what it was about the vampire stuff that just never. Now. Oh, Celine, you like the Mercy Oh, yes. I got another. I don't really know anybody that reads those books. It's funny. I love the Mercy Thompson books too. She just came out with another one, maybe kind of strong. It may be like 6 months ago or something. I can't remember, but she takes so long in between coming out with another one and I like to be immersed in the world when I read a new book that just came out, so I always re-listen to them. So I'm in the process of that right now. I'm re-listening to the series, including the I think it's called the Alpha and Omega series, the one with Charles Cornick and his mate or something. Yeah, I think it's Alpha and Omega. But I'm re-listening to all that right now. Van Helsing was good too. Oh, yeah. I love the character of the monk. Why does it smell like wet dog? I do like that. Ooh, you know what's a good... Actually, you know what's a good Dracula movie? I think it's called Dracula. The one with... Oh, what's his name? The guy who played Gaston in the live-action Beauty and the Beast. He was Dracula. I think the movie was called Dracula. It was a different take on the whole vampire Dracula stuff, and it was really cool. Have you Celine? Yes, Luke Evans. Luke Evans. Celine, have you read the whole series? Did you get the most recent book? Oh, Lord. I'm seeing wasps again. I gotta make sure I text my husband. Oh, you're not done? You're not done? Oh, the Fever series. You know what? I read... Wait, is that the one I read? I read a lot of things trying to find books for my kids. Different things, right? Back to the Salt Mines. 30 more flying geese to go. Oh, wow. Good luck, Kelly. And have fun. The Fever series, is that the one where they're wolves? I always get them confused because I read a couple at the same time that were similar. Where their body temperature changes. It's not child appropriate. Yeah, then that may not be the one I'm talking about. I think. I'm not sure. Because child appropriate, some of these young adult, well, not even young adult, teenager books that are in the teenage section, or they call young adult, they're meant for like 14 and up. But, oh, okay. Fever. What is Fever? I might have read maybe the first one or something, or maybe it was on my list, because it sounds familiar. It was real popular, wasn't it, that one? Fever? You guys like my clapper? I love this clapper. This huge antique. My husband said he would make me some. And he hasn't yet. So I went ahead and bought a couple more. Oh, I forgot I was going to use that other one. I was going to use a different clapper, but I wasn't paying attention. Let's put this over here. Dark Fever was the first. I'd have to look that up. I want to read her Highlander books. Highlander? Is this like Highlander, like the movies Highlander, or is this like a different Highlander? Celine, I read those books that I think Crystal got you the first book, right? For your birthday or something? Bones and Books and Bone Dust or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Coffees and lattes, or swords and lattes, or... Yeah, I think... the Highlander... The Highlander, he's supposed to be Scottish, right? Those movies, he's supposed to be Scottish. Even though, what's his name? The guy who played him, he's like French or Belgian or something. Oh, that's right. Gina got it for you. That's right. I knew it was something like that. All right, did those. So, Legends and Lattes, yes. And the second one is something like Bones and Book Dust or something, right? Yeah. The Highlander. Yeah. That movie is about him, the Highlander. He's the Highlander. It's about all of the guys, but that's why I thought maybe it was that related to that, because he's supposed to be Scottish. But did you read that yet, Celine? Crystal, what's it like in Walmart? Is it busy in there? Like Quipo Depots? People getting their Labor Day stuff? Is this a book club? Ha! Hi, Mom. That's my mom. Yes, I love it. Did you read the next one? The next one is... I can't remember. I mean, chronologically it's not next, but it is as far as when it was written, I guess. Yeah, we just happened to be... We were talking about movies, and then we started talking about books. I don't remember how we got there, but books that we like to read. When I was younger, my mom read this. I remember Danielle Steele books always around. I couldn't really get into the Danielle Steele. I like the fantasy aspect of with the romance books, but I don't know. And I also like the like historical romance. That's how I started in the romance category, is historical romance. And I loved when they were from the Highlands, when they were from Scotland. Bookshops and Bone Dust. I was kind of close. Have you read Outlander? That sounds familiar. A lot of these books I come across to see if I want to read it. Some of them I've read, and a lot of them have very similar names to each other. And so I tend to forget the name. But Outlander, that sounds familiar. I don't know if I read it. Let me see. I gotta look it up. Oh, it's a TV show now and stars. Oh, that's right. And it's really popular, isn't it? I haven't watched the show, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I'm looking this book up because I want to see. I love the books and the show, which really rarely happens. Yeah. Outlander. Outlander came up by Diana Gabaldon. Maybe? Is that it? That's what came up when Outlander, like I barely even started typing it and that came up. It's 32 hours long. Dang. Almost 33. No, I have not read that. Epic romance. Rich historical details, passionate love story. Is it good? I probably wouldn't watch the show. Because I'm just not, I can't do too much drama. Can't watch too much drama. But I don't mind reading it. Is that it? It is. That's just book one. Oh, I know. It's good. It's a good series. Oh yeah, look. How many books are in the series? 19. Dang, there's one that's 57 hours. Holy cow. She's got some like in between, like book 7.5, and those are short, but I do like books when books are long, when an audiobook is long, because then I can listen to the same thing over and over for a while. Sometimes I get so caught up in trying to find something to read that I get frustrated. Now for book 9, well, I don't know. Book 9, they have like 10 books under book 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 books under book 9, but a couple of them are companion books, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to add it to my wish list, though, because now it says book 0.5, obviously some sort of prequel type thing. It's called Virgins. Should I start with that book? I have that book, or maybe it's just free. Sometimes it's free on Audible if you have. Which one should I start with? I'm not going to start tomorrow because I'm doing the Mercy Thompson ones right now, but I'll put it on my wish list so that I know, or else I will forget. Oh, yeah? Should I start with that book? Because you know how sometimes a prequel, even though it's technically a prequel, if you haven't listened to or read book 1 or some of the later ones, it's like, huh? It's a little confusing because it was written after. I'll just put book 1 on my wish list. That'll be good. Add to wish list. Don't have to start, okay. All right. Anybody reading anything right now? Since we're talking about all these books, anybody in the middle of anything? And by reading, I mean reading and listening to. I know we're all busy, but I'm telling you, audiobooks are so great. So great. If you really like to read and want to read something, to at least get you in there, get you doing it. All of a sudden, my throat. 2 books currently. Mom, are you reading anything? Yeah, sometimes, it doesn't work for everybody. The audiobooks or like visual reading. Some people do better with audiobooks and not actually reading the books. Just depends on what kind of learner you are, I guess. What book are you taking on your trip, Sheila? Celine, listening to The Fifth Victim by Dee Dee Black and Lord. Oh, that's right, Lord of the Wilds. I was going to look to see what that was. Because it sounds familiar. Lord of the Wilds by Annalee Sbrana. That looks familiar. That looks familiar. I think I came across this. It's good. The voice actors sometimes bother me. Yeah. If you don't like the people reading it, they can make or break a book. That's like It's a children's series, but it's Aragon, about the books, the dragon riders and stuff. They made a movie out of it, which really wasn't that great, but I really want to listen to the audiobooks, but not unless they do a different narrator. Maybe we should start a book club. Didn't we talk about this before? I mean, I'm down. I am so down with doing book club. But how would we do it? Would we do like a almost like a Zoom call type thing? And because I don't think I've ever done a book club as an adult. I've only ever done like with other adults, except for like religious books, but I've only done book club like for my kids and for like a group of kids where you read so much and then ask questions and answer the questions kind of thing. Does it work that way with adults? Is that how it works? Oh yeah, I gotta add that to my wish list. Yes, start the book club, Celine. Oh, there you go. Start the book club, Celine. That's funny. So it does. It works the same way as it would like in school. You have a list of questions and is it so I'm guessing they're like conversation starters, right? Discussion starters. Okay, I'm gonna work on it. Yay! Celine's gonna start a book club. What was the second book? The Fifth Victim? Oh, that sounds like not up my alley. Let me see. That looks familiar too. I think I've come across it. They be trying to get me to, when it recommendations and stuff. It's like I do not even read stuff in that genre. Get this out of my face. The Cherokee Point series. Oh, it's a mystery type thing. Some things shouldn't be seen. Cherokee Point, Tennessee. Oh, it's a place. Deep in the Smoky Mountains, the victim lies, sacrificed on a makeshift altar. The gruesome work of a killer who has evaded the authorities in state after state. FBI agent Dallas Sloan knows the scene all too well, just as he knows the killings won't stop until there are 4 more bodies. Some warnings won't be heeded. Should I keep reading aloud? I want to read the rest to see what it's about. Let me know if you don't want to hear me read it. Jenny Maddox's sixth sense has brought many of Cherokee Point's residents to her isolated log cabin looking for help. But now it's Jenny who needs help from the disturbing visions she sees. Images that are getting stronger and more violent day by day. Some fears can't be stopped. I'm almost done. That doesn't sound like what I'm reading? Oh, that's not. It says the fifth victim. The fifth victim. But it's kind of scary. It's kind of like thrown together by necessity, drawn to each other by desire. I don't know. There's some romance in there. Dallas and Jenny must band together, searching the darkest heart of a town's hidden secrets before a twisted killer can complete a sinister plan that will make one of them the fifth victim. This one came out in 2018. Oh, what'd you say? You said The Fifth Victim by Dee Dee Black. I did not pay attention to that. This one's by Beverly Barton. So if you're interested, the fifth, victim. I don't even see any other fifth victim. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's another book, yeah. Oh, and this is part of a series too, FBI Task Force SWORD. So SWORD, it's a acronym. Book 1 by Dee Dee Black. This one's $8.40 on Audible right now. Does it say what genre it is? Not really. This one just came out. Across the Pacific Northwest, a twisted killer stalks victims representing ancient archetypes. The ruler, the warrior, the scholar, the priest. 4 are dead, leaving FBI investigators puzzled by the macabre, color-coded shrines the killer left behind. And clues now point to a 5th victim. With only 2 weeks until retirement, seasoned FBI agent Claire Anderson is desperately trying to balance her work and complex home life when she's called in for one last job: lead a special task force to hunt down the enigmatic color killer. That task force is the FBI's Special Washington, Oregon Regional Detachment. Oh, that's the SWORD, nicknamed SWORD. Now Claire must marshal the talents of an eclectic crew of agents, including a brilliant criminal psychologist, a street-savvy undercover prodigy, a rugged covert ops specialist, and a quirky tech savant. Is there any romance in this, or is it all just like straight up? Pursuing the killer through the rain-soaked streets and deep forests of the Pacific Northwest, the men and women of SWORD must delve into an ancient lost religion, its shocking view of life and death, and the dark mind of a cunning psychopath. But when clues start intertwining with Claire's own life, she realizes she's up against a predator who's always one step ahead. The 5th victim is closer than she ever imagined. I kind of like the sound of the other one better. This one seems a little too serious for me. But maybe it's good. I'd have to also listen to... So these audiobooks, you can listen to a sample. So you can hear what the audio, the narrator sounds like. Which is nice before you buy, right? Sometimes too, if you guys have a local library, check your libraries for audiobooks. If you're looking for an audiobook. A lot of times you can listen to these books for free. I don't think it's romance. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's romance. Not a huge fan of that realistic type killer stuff. I know it's a popular genre, but this is not for me. Not my thing. All right, where this. The Kat Drummond series is similar to Mercy Thompson Urban Fantasy. Kat Drummond. I was about to say that sounds familiar, but I think it only sounds familiar because of Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman. You don't remember the name of it? Is Kat Drummond a character or is it an author? We're getting all involved in the book stuff, you guys. Kat Drummond. Nope, that's wrong. Drummond. Is it Part-Time Monster Hunter, maybe? Oh, Cat Drummond series by Nicholas Wood Smith. Oops. Yes. Oh, yeah, it's the character. Okay. Cat. Part-Time Monster. Oh, yeah, Cat Drummond series. Oh. What about, what's that other? Dark Hunter. I bet you've listened to that or read that or know of it, Celine. The Dark Hunter books. Those are pretty good. So what do we got here? Almost done pressing. Too much talking, not enough sewing. Although I don't really feel that way. Usually if I'm socializing when I'm doing sewing stuff, the socializing comes first. And I know that about myself, so sometimes when I really need to get stuff done, I know I need to just do it. Which books? Oh, Dark Hunter, the Dark Hunter series, by Sherilyn Kenyon. That's actually, those books, that was my first introduction to, I used to only read historical romance novels, and then when I was checking out with a book at Barnes & Noble, the woman at the counter told me about that, and I went, looked it up, they had the book there. I was like, oh, this looks good. It was all it from there. I'm going to see if they have those books, those Cat Drummond books in my local used bookstore. Yeah. Used is the best, or the library if you can. Or digital, right? Digital's nice. Just because the only reason why I like digital so much because they don't take up space, and I hear it from someone else in my house who doesn't like all the space that my books take up. You're giving us some gems, Celine, some gems. All right. How long have we been on? What time is it? Oh, dang. It's almost been 2 hours. Yeah, okay, less socializing, more writing for me. Yeah, right? It's almost been 2 hours. Dang. Well, I got all of these pressed. Probably should get off now because I'm getting some done, but I wish I can get a whole block done, but this is new for me and it is hard to get one done. Let's see, how much do I have left? I have that. I mean, in theory, it's not a lot left, but I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and work on this and finish the rest, and then I'll post the finished blocks. I'll put a post on YouTube, and then I'll, the whole point of going live was to get stuff done, right? Right. It got me started. I don't know. Got me started. At least I wasn't, doing something else. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these. And then I'll post the finished blocks. I think I'll post on Crystal's. I always post on Crystal's Facebook page, Crystal Heart Create and Share, and I'll make a YouTube post too. I'll just post on YouTube. So if there happens to be somebody who doesn't belong to Crystal's Facebook group, they could just look at my YouTube post of Clue 2, because I'm actually not far from being done. But definitely too far to just like, so let me show you what I got. So this was my first set, right? The second set, my AD. So I have to, my next step is to combine these with, let me see. Let me get that put together first so I can see. I'm going to put these to the side, the AD blocks. And these are my AC blocks. That's A. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Sort of, right? Sort of. See, this was the my other clapper that I was using for pressing and stuff. I'm using it to hold up my board. Okay, so this is A, so let's put it the direction it shows on the picture. And this is A. Okay, so we'll put that there. And I need block D. So I'm making 4 of them. So I need 4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the D blocks. Let's use this. And so A, it's going to be this one with this one. I'm trying to see if you guys can actually see it. So I gotta put that together. And let's get one of the other colors so we can see both. Hi, puppy. Hi, Millie. Hi, mamas. Aww. Hi. Is this in your way? Sorry. Oh, you guys can see my husband's dog. My dog, family dog, whatever. Kind of hard to see, but hi. Her name's Millie. Hi, mamas. Oh. What time is it? No. You just want some attention, I think. Nothing special. And D of this one. Okay. So, for this set, no, that's not going to work. I need to switch. So this was the first set of things. I gotta sew this to this and this to this for that one. And for the next, for the other one, I do have an, oh my gosh. When she comes up here and lays down with me in my room, in this area, she sits right behind my chair. Lays down right behind my chair. Like literally her paw is touching. I don't like using this one. I have this one, but I'm gonna use it because I need another one. But anyway, she sits right behind me and just gets in the way. I can't move until she moves. Or I gotta move her. I gotta tell her to move. All right, the second set, my AD blocks. Is that these? Yeah. So A and D. Let's see. This way. Okay, wait. These are gonna go. Oh wait, I'm only doing 4 of these. I need to pay attention. Because last time what I did was like I had to make 8 of these. So for clue 1, I had to do like 8 half square triangles, and I had to sew these to like another one, and then what I ended up doing was sewing all of them, and I only needed 4. So I gotta pay attention. Okay. Sheila, you gotta start dinner soon. Yeah, I need to go get something to eat too. So I only need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'm gonna have to get another set of AD to label these. And 1. Oh, let me switch back. Not that you can really see, but a little better, I guess. Anyway, how many? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 4. Oh, this one only had 4. Wait, is that right? Oh, duh. There's some under the clapper over there. Okay, 4. And I'm gonna have to do A. There's A square and an A square, and so I need 4 of these A squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's A. Unavailable A? No. And A for this one, and 4 of these. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Done with those. Put those back. So I have to sew 1 of these, 2, 1 of these, and 1 of these. Well, 4 of them. I have to do 4 of each, but this is what it's going to look like. Let's do the old switcheroo. So these two have to get sewn together. So all 4, and then these 2. It's okay. There we go. Is going to be this and this. All right, so that's my next step. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And if you don't mind on the way out, hitting that thumbs up button and subscribe, and the notification bell to let you know next time I post a video and when I do another one of these lives. My next live should be, I can't give you a day, I'm just not that organized, but it'll be clue 3 for Tree of Life. Yes, we're getting it done, guys. We're getting it done. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. And answer that question. What was the question I asked? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I want to put this question up. Do you have a favorite hobby or craft that you dedicate most of your time to? And what drew you to this particular activity? And if you're watching live, if you want to comment, do it in the comment down below. Yes, that's right. Hobbies. Go ahead and put it in the comments. And alrighty, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Labor Day and take care. Bye-bye. Where's my... Okay. Gotta have a good smile on my face while I end.